Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a return viewer, I appreciate you coming back week after week. The message stems from a very extremely well-known saying that a great athlete, a great trailblazer, a great and this historic figure, a great person in the civil rights movement, a great person in general from what I know. And when I say the quote, I feel like 9 out of 10 people will automatically know who I'm referencing. And the quote is simply this: I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. So the power and the takeaway from that is the fact that he was speaking these extremely profound, life-changing statements prior to him even knowing that that was the truth about him. And so you all have heard me say it numerous times that the power of life and death is in our tongue. That's a scripture that I probably say more than anything else. That and so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, because I've dealt with both of those so heavily, like just personally, seeing how my thought process literally became my words and my words became my actions. Like it follows, it's a domino effect. And so for the greatest, one of the greatest heavyweight, I think it was heavyweight champion, but one of the greatest boxers of all time to say that, and he said it before he even knew he was. I am the greatest. I said that before I even knew I was. Like, I feel like we should be able to take a lesson from that and understand that we should be speaking amazing things about ourselves. If we're anything, we need to be our biggest cheerleader. If we don't believe in ourselves, then who will? If you can count on anyone, it should be you. You know, whether it's showing up to work, putting your best self out there, you know, working out, eating healthy, doing the things that you know that you can do only like you can. And I want to share this encouragement. If you have a goal or something, not even a goal, this is beyond the goal, this is a dream that you want to see come to pass and you feel like it's on your heart to do, that you're the person to make it happen, stop waiting and stop comparing it to others. Just because someone else may be doing the exact same thing does not mean you can't do it. As a matter of fact, only you can do it like you can, and you should have that mindset. I'm the greatest. I said that before I even saw the byproduct of it. I said that before I even see the revenue. I said that before I even see the income coming in. I said that before I see the harvest of my labor, the fruits of my labor. I said that before anyone else believed in me. I said that when I didn't even necessarily believe it myself, because our lives follow our words and our thought process. Our words follow our thought process. And I would take a moment to think about how you've been thinking, your thought life, and see if that reflects your life. If your life is not where you want it, you need to check yourself. You need to check your thoughts, check how you're speaking. Because it's like, if all you listen to is, I don't know, country music, you're probably going to begin to speak in the vernacular. If all you are around is cursing and all you do is listen to vulgar music, your language is going to follow. If you're around someone for a long time, you're going to begin to pick up on their habits, good or bad. And the same is true. Like, we have to be intentional about our words. We talked about that in my group last week. The title was language, and the scriptures were some were the one that talked about how our tongue is so tiny, but it's deadly. Literally, you're a murderer with your mouth. And I was very convicted because we don't think before we speak. So today, tomorrow, let's start tomorrow. I challenge you to take 3 seconds to think before you speak anything. And it's gonna feel like the longest 3 seconds of your life, but I promise you, it's gonna basically put you in a place of actually thinking before you speak. Sometimes speaking is not even necessary. Sometimes you can just listen. Sometimes you can observe so much from just zipping it, locking it, and putting the key in your pocket. And this is the scripture I want to leave. It says, it's from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. King James Version says, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And I believe that verse is so vital, and like we may need to post it so we can see it daily, because we are doing what we're supposed to do, and it can get tiresome. You're getting doors shut in your face. Nobody's on board. Nobody sees the vision, but God didn't show them the vision. He showed it to you. So you can't grow weary. You can't get discouraged when things seem to not be falling into place, because God is always working behind the scene, and he promises us that we shall reap if we faint not. You cannot faint. You don't have time to be fainting. You're in the last quarter. You got to find something deep in. Thug it out. I love that. Thug it out. You have to find something deep inside of you that's gonna let you go 100% even when you're dead tired. You're gonna have to push past that feeling and understand you have a fight within. It's not the time to grow weary. It's not the time to give up. It's not the time in sports basketball we tugged on our shirt when we needed a sub. You don't need a sub in. You can make it, because the reaping season is here. It's time to reap. But you can't faint. You can't give up. You can't get discouraged because it doesn't look like you think it should. You shall reap if you faint not. Don't faint. You have a fight within you. And yeah, hold on to that promise. Dig into the word. The strength comes from the word. And if you're feeding your spirit, that spirit man is strong. All right. God bless you all. Remember, I am the greatest. And I said that even before I knew I was. And as you say it, your thoughts, your actions will follow. And then you're going to say it and know it. You're going to have no doubt that you are the greatest. Everyone have an amazing weekend. God bless you all. Peace.